Okay, we ask the spectator to pick any 4 cards, but just to touch, not really to take. And let's say they want these 4 cards. They are completely random. Okay. Now, as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 cards. There are 1, 2, 3, and 4 aces. And the deck of playing cards is completely normal. Okay, so there are so many things you can do with this technique. This is just a principle to appear, 4 aces. Let me go ahead and I'll show you the variations later on. This is what I have an indifferent card face up and the 4 aces all the way underneath. Okay, this is the only, you can use this as a selection. I'll show you how later on in the variation, but let's say they pick 4 cards. Okay, and it's better if you outjug them first and spread them. And then I buckle in the front with the index finger, and I'm gonna do a pinky break right behind, right above the face-up card. Okay, the other hand reaches in between the face-up card in the deck. Now here, there are 2 things you can do. Okay, you can just go ahead and pick up these 4 cards as one and turn everything face up. Obviously, when I go ahead and reach these selections, these selected cards, they are completely random. So you can go ahead and reach them. And with the pinky, I'm holding everything, the 4 aces and the face-up card, which is 5 cards in total. Reach, and this is gonna conceal the stolen cards underneath. And just turn over everything and show up the 4 aces. Obviously, be careful not to keep spreading, because you will spread the ones they actually pick. This face-up card is concealing the rest of them. When I show the 4 aces, in the last ace, sometimes instead of spreading the card out, I just try to pick it up from here and lift it up instead of spreading, because you may end up spreading more than 2 cards. So I'm just picking up, show the back, and since all these selections are face up, when they are back to back, it's easier to push this corner and it's gonna open back here, so you can do a pinky break right underneath the top 5 cards. Square the aces and turn everything, and the 4 face-up card and the 4 aces and the face-up card, the face-down card, and all these face down again. And next, you have to get rid of this face-up card, and this is where the variation comes in. In the beginning, I was thinking, usually the performance, I had the 4 aces in the beginning, up here, okay, and I'm gonna ask the spectator to say stop. Let's say they pick this card, the 9 of spades. I control the 9 of spades all the way underneath the deck. I turn it face up, then I do the overhand shuffle. 1, 2, 3, and 4 aces. Then I take everything, including the face-up card. So at this point, I end up with the 4 aces and the selection right underneath. Now, if you want to know how I control the selection all the way underneath, go to the link number 1. And if you want to know how I flip it over, go to the link number 2. Now I'm gonna leave the aces face up once again. I'm gonna do it, let's say they want this card over here. I control the selection all the way underneath. I flip it over. Okay. Now I take single, 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 the 4 aces. Then with the middle finger, or with the third finger, the ring finger, I'm gonna hold the selection as well with the 4 aces. Okay, so now I have the 4 aces all the way underneath in the selection. You know, when you do the overhand shuffle, sometimes you retain the ones underneath with these fingers. And that's exactly what I did after taking the 4 aces from the top to the bottom. And then I 1, 2, 3, 4. I hold everything, as you can see, from the top and the bottom to conceal the stolen selection, which is the face-up. Now, this is where the routine comes in. You can ask the spectator to pick 4 cards, and you buckle in the front. Now, depending on the person, sometimes you may need a lot of time to buckle and then to find out from your perspective the face-up card. And you know, you wanna make a conversation. You can say, well, you know, there are 4 suits, which means 4 seasons, and there is red and black, the day and night, and the meaning of the playing cards, whatever you want to say. Then you reach everything and take all these aces in the face-up card, which is the selection, right underneath these 4 cards. Now, you know, instead of taking the 4 random cards as one, I took 1, 2, 3, and 4, one at a time, which is a bit better, maybe, but you have to be more careful. Okay, let me explain how I work this out. I buckle in the back, and I did a pinky break with one hand. The other one goes right underneath the deck and above these 5 cards. You have to be extremely careful over here, because the slightest you move to the side, you will expose the face-up card. So what I did is I put the thumb right here in the center of the deck, holding the bottom card. I stretch the index finger to hold everything, because you know, you will flash very easily the face-up card, so you have to be extremely careful. Okay, I want to do it really slowly. Bring it in and twist the hand. Okay, you twist and square immediately 6 cards. But how the spectator will not notice the thickness because of the speed. You take 1. Now do not bring the hand back parallel to the floor. You always keep this hand in 45-degree angle while reaching the next card. Okay, I stole 1. Notice I never bring it back. Notice I always keep my hand tilted to stole the second card, the third card, and the 4th card. Then I flip over these 9 cards and showing these 4 aces. Be careful with this one. Remember, I tried to, instead of spreading the last ace, just picking it up. And then I flip over 9 cards again. And from here, all you have left is the selection. You can either square and do a single cut. Now you have the selection over here, face up, which is the only card left to expose. Or you can do the cover pass. I already have a tutorial for the cover pass. To move the selection from the top to the middle, that's what you can do. Or you can also, after you show the 4 aces, you flip over 9 cards. You can also twist the wrist and do this pass. These 2 passes, I already explained them. If you go to the link number 3 and 4, I'm going to show you the cover pass and the real pass, this other pass that I showed. So the card may end up from the top to the middle of the deck. You know, it's really an efficient way to expose, or you can just do a single cut. Either way, this variation works very well, and I hope you like it.